Good morning, good evening. I know what I'm doing. Cool. Yeah, a few times, a couple of times. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We are here in the middle of most generic London, in a field somewhere, I don't know. But we're playing Quidditch, and that's all that matters. The sun's out, the wind has dropped. It's actually pleasant weather, and we have the Werewolves of London on their home turf. The first versus the Mammoths, Oxford Mammoths. Are they Oxford Mammoths or just Mammoths? Oxford Mammoths. Mammoths of Oxford. They're Mammoths, they're from Oxford. I've travelled the long distance to London. About to start off, it looks like we've got Mr. Alex Harrison going for Quaffle for the Werewolves, Jack the Toy for the Mammoths. Head ref about to brooms up. Big starting lineups from both sides. Going to give it the best they've got. Let's see how this goes. Here we go, brooms up. Big sprint, Alex Harrison gets there first. Ball is knocked out by Jack Latoy. Fumbled by Harrison and then scooped up by Latoy. Quaffle in the hands of Latoy. Bludge control in the hands of Mikuwajak and Karina Auer for Werewolves. Luke Rose, Laura Jameson with bludger in hand. Laura actually hitting Jan there. Luke not realising. Big block there by Alex Harrison. Goes off, is Werewolves ball. First offence for, oh no, it was Mammoth's ball. That was my bad. Nearly intercepted by Luke Twist. Can Luke Twist keep it up? No. In the hands of the Mammoths keeper. Mammoths will again set up their offence. Werewolves will set up their defence. Jan on point with bludger in hand, trying to sway the pressure from Lauren Jameson. Big pass from Jack Latoy into the hands of Luke Twist. Bludge control still with Werewolves first. Luke Twist just dodging the beat over to Alex Harrison. Easy hoop. Alex Harrison just sat there. He knows it's coming. It's just a matter of when. My go-ahead bar is like frozen. It's awful. No, I got to chew it so much. It's terrible. I might just put it down. It's actually perfect. Loopy shot there from the Mammoths keeper. No avail. Christo Cole wrestling with Karina Auer. Beats Karina out. Aaron Village too fast though. So even after Karina losing the battle to Christo, they still have bludger in hand. Werewolves now 2 up. Oh, a fantastic trade there for Jan, catching the bludger. Fumble pass there into the hands of Alex Harrison, who will just plop it through the middle hoop. 3-0 to Werewolves. This game going much as expected. Oh, I got razor in my teeth. Norton now coming on for Harrison. Again, the depth of this Werewolves lineup is just phenomenal. Jan looking to trade, fakes out 81 for Mammoths. She drops her own bludger. Christo Cole now with bludger in hand. 81 looking to pressure Karina, then go around to Jan. Has Jan seen it? Oh, Jan, amazing catch there. And a brilliant beat there to 12. Over to a referee. He can't help you. Pass in to Luke Twist, over to Norton, fakes it through the medium hoop. Pass in there from Piontek to Twist. Twist over to Norton, very simple. Jan and Karina still on in the black headband with bludger in hand. Tristan Harris now on, Karina seeing off the female beater for Mammoth. Aaron dancing with Sam Wainwright, gets beat out by Tristan. Tristan looking to put the pressure on. Pass over to the keeper. It's a good pass. The beat is better though. The beat. There's going to be a brooms down. The goal is no good. Fantastic last minute beat there from Karina, saving the goal. Couple of rotations now. Gemma Thripp coming on. Alice Walker coming on. Oh, Jan nearly getting... Fantastic clear up there by Alice Walker. She throws one back. Jan's getting his legs on. Oh, that's Tristan beat. Can Jan get blood to control? Oh, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. It's proving quite difficult. My apologies to any Mammoths fans out there. Absolutely stellar beat there by Jan. Tristan trying to jump over it. Jan then going straight for the Mammoths keeper, but the ball was passed off into the hands of Sam Wainwright. Sam Wainwright stepping back into the hands of the keeper, who's now touched back in. That's their one reset used. And Broom's down, but not before Ollie Craig makes a cracking tackle. The call was for... Oh, the ball went out. The ball went over the hard boundary. Quaffle will now be in the hands of Werewolves keeper Aaron Veal. And we will resume from here. Bludge control again in the hands of Werewolves. Jan Mikowajak finally taking a sub. Subbing for Anjit. Oh, blocked by Ollie, but the quaffle was knocked out of his hands by Tristan. The big arm of Tristan there coming into play. Tristan now subbing on for Luke Rose. Ben Poulion in the black headband as well for Mammoths. Still yet to have bludge control for I think any point of this game. I'm sure Pooley will try and change that up. Anjit, deflecting into his head. Anjit being called beat. I think that shouldn't be Mammoth's bludge control, but that's just a shame. Wainwright stepping up, trying to take a shot, sails about 2 feet over the small hoop. It's the closest shot they've had all game so far, so he's got the right idea. Mikey Ansell now coming on for Sam Wainwright, another big power player for Mammoths, who has really helped them get this far. Another absolutely cannon of a beat from Anjit. Taking out Pooley. Fiance to Fiance. Greenhouse to Thripp. Thripp to Greenhouse. Greenhouse has a safe run back to Thripp. Thripp fumbles the ball. That's not the boundary, ref. It's the cones, not the line. But Pooley, Okay, a bit of confusion. The ref calls Brooms down. They're the best decision to make. They're just trying to clarify where the boundary is and, if anything, who was over it. I think from Werewolves' perspective, the Mammoths keeper went over the boundary, so it should be Tom Norton's ball. But from the Mammoths' perspective, he didn't go over the boundary, and it should just be their ball and play on. But the referees agrees with the Werewolves. Tom Norton has the ball in hand and will have 5 seconds to make the ball in play. I assume he will reset to Ollie Craig, who is in the centre of the field by himself. He will have a pretty clean run at the hoops. The only thing in the way is Ben Pooley. We'll see how much they can do. Here we go. We'll see how this starts off. There we go, straight from Norton into Craig, into the hoops. I'm not saying I predicted it, but I did. Oh yeah. The score is 6-0 to Werewolves. Werewolves slowly grinding down Mammoths. Mammoths now again taking their slow offense, trying to construct some shape. The two beaters on the far side of the pitch, Luke Rose and Ben Pooley. Ben Pooley making a fantastic beat there onto Anjit. Anjit tapping back in, still getting bludge control. Alice Walker. Greenhouse in boundaries now. Going over to Gemma. Absolutely fantastic pass across the pitch. Gemma all the way to Craig. Taking us back to the SQC days. All three players very key in SQC's lineup among the years. They know how to play with each other. They've already played on Werewolves for the best part of the year. Christo Cole now coming back on for Luke Rose. Ben Pooley still with bludger in hand. Christo Cole trying to make his way behind the beaters, trying to get bludge control for the first time. Trying trying to get behind Anjit. Ben Pooley trying to put on the pressure. Anjit misses his beat. It goes flying. But Alice making the right decision to stay on the quaffle. Mikey Ansell now controlling the quaffle game pretty much. Ben Honey on. Pooley now putting in the pressure. He hits Anjit. That is fine, referee. Oh no! Oh, that was nearly catastrophic. It was going into the hands of Greenhouse. That's good. We need a little break to break that down. So the pass was going to Abby. Greenhouse was going to catch it. Trev then goes to intercept the pass, knocks the pass even closer to Abby. Fortunately, I think the beat came in and Abby was declined the goal. The call is for when Anjit went to hit Ben Pooley. I don't think Anjit saw that Pooley threw the ball, therefore maintaining contact. Personally, I think Anjit was fine there. I mean, I'm trying to not be biased. His head went down before the ball was thrown, and I don't think the rest were clear enough to say ball out. Well, I play for Werewolves, so... I'll try and be more biased towards Mammoths for the next section. Score is 7-0. Broom's down. I don't think if this call goes in favour of Mammoths, I don't think it would be unreasonable. Yeah, I don't think that was unreasonable. Maybe the contact was sustained for a little too long. Even if he initially made the contact, that was fine. This leaves Alice Walker by herself in the black headband for Werewolves. Fortunately, though, the other two beaters for Mammoths are by their hoops. But Christo Cole and Ben Pooley with rather large arms, and I'm sure they will try and put Anjit's yellow card into effect, hoping to get at least one goal out of this. Oh, and the ball goes back to Chaser 34. It's a 1-on-1 with Alex Greenhouse and 34 for Mammoths. And he goes for the small hoop. That was definitely the best decision there by 34. You don't really want to be going into contact with Alex Greenhouse. He is quite a big man. Sam Senior now for Mammoths, for Werewolves, incredibly sorry. Christo just missing the beat. Both bludgers going flying off the hard boundary. From Honey into Greenhouse, just spin from Greenhouse just into the hoop. Got an injury down. Hope she's okay. I think that was just a tackle and I think a knocked head on the floor. Nothing illegal, but let's hope she's all right. Score is 8-1. 8-1 to Werewolves. Maybe not as many as people expected, but at this point in the tournament, it's only about whether you win or you lose. Werewolves will just go out there and win. That's what their plan is, and Mammoths are going to give them the hardest time possible. I think from what we've seen so far, Mammoths' plays have been quite promising. I think finding their space has been their weakness. They seem to, I say finding their space, trying to get away from any of the marks from the Werewolves. Potentially their passing isn't as strong as the Werewolves side. So they might want to bring their offense in a little bit tighter, make the passes a little bit shorter. Their beaters are doing the right thing. Unfortunately, Werewolves do have one of the best beater lineups in the country, and the Mammoths beaters are giving them an absolutely sterling crack. Injured player now being escorted off. Hope she is okay. Hopefully it's nothing bad, just sit down, a rest and a drink of water. And we will get underway again very shortly. Score is 8-1. Mammoths have ball in hand. And again, they construct their offense. Mike Yancel on the near side of the pitch, looking to push out. Christo Cole looking to pressure Sam Senior. Misses the beat. Sam Senior now putting on the pressure to 34. Trev gets his legs on, but Mike Yancel doing an absolutely fantastic job to box Trev out, regardless of Trev's speed. Good pass there from Yancel to 34. The beat being hit, but it deflecting into the hands of Laura Jameson for Mammoths. Bludge control now in the hands of Mammoths. The pass misses into the hands of Trev. Trev now gets his legs on. The Wales has got to be careful. Mammoths have control. They don't want to run into... Oh no, okay. It seems the ball went into touch. It's now a Mammoths ball. I imagine they'll reset it. There we go to 34. Mikey Yancel is still free on the near side of the pitch. Looking to get that pass over to Mikey. One of the strongest passes for Mammoths. Mikey putting it up into the keeper's hands. The keeper puts it through. Lovely goal. It nearly was a bit claustrophobic around the hoops, but an absolutely fantastic clean-up there from Mammoths. Simple pass over the hoops into the small hoop. Score is now 8-2 to Werewolves of London. Oh, Alex Greenhouse over to Tash. Tash just fumbles the ball. Right idea though, she was in the right place. And I'm sure she will do that again and again and again. And she will hit those goals. Tristan Harris now coming up on the near side of the pitch, looking to wrap behind Karina. Laura Jameson hitting Karina. Tristan Harris absolutely wrecking the middle hoop. Drive coming in from Jack Latoy, who fires it miles over the hoops. He had time there. He had time to take another step. But unfortunately, I think one of the Wales players maybe got his arm, so when he threw, just pinged it off. Trist now back on with ball in hand. Ed Brett back on. Quite a tall lineup now. Seem to be towering over. Werewolves without bludge control. Karina Auer looking to face off the Mammoths. Tristan falling over. Laura Jameson missing the beat, leaving the way for Ed. Ed steals the goal off Tash. Disrespect right there. Give the woman some credit. She was in the perfect position. Unfortunate couple of beater misses there, causing that goal from Mammoths, which means then Werewolves now regain bludge control. Sam Senior, Karina Auer on pitch with bludger in hand. Tristan Harris with the bludger in hand, his beater partner looking to put the pressure on Sam Senior. Jack Latoy goes over the top to Sam Wainwright, a bit too tall for Sam Wainwright to reach. Luke Twist again with ball in hand. Over to Bidwell. Brett is free. Brett is as free as you like. Jan now back on, an absolute powerhouse with a bludger. Twist gets nailed in the face. I don't even know if his shot went through. It doesn't matter though.
It's 3-3. 3-3.
Karina seeing off the offense from the beater there. Potentially a bit of a cheeky beat from Jan there. Oh, lovely play from Jan there, faking out the pass and then beating the receiver. Bidwell to Brett. He doesn't need Ed Brett. Absolutely fantastic goal from Simon Bidwell there. It would have been scored by Brett anyway, but Bidwell wants the stats. Not that I think stats are being recorded anyway. Tristan looking to put the pressure on now, looking to try and gain bludge control. Fantastic beat there. Tristan seeing off Karina, but it leaves Ed to clear up the quaffle and put it through the small hoop. Jan there, clearing up bludge control again. Tristan making the right beat, just at the wrong time it seems. Score is now 1-10-20. Werewolves are 90 in front. The passing now happening again from Mammoths, trying to move the quaffle around, trying to move the defense. The time is 13 minutes and 40 seconds. It's 110-20. Failed offense there by Werewolves. Managing to push the defense back as well. Giving more time. Absolutely fantastic beat from Jan there. Quite a safe mid-range beat. Alex Harrison diving for the ball. The shot, the pass going to Bidwell. Big hit by Mikey Ansell. It's Mikey off Broom. Simon Bidwell did an absolutely fantastic job to stay on there. Absolutely huge hit from Mikey though. Play that again in slow motion. Simon, I would imagine, quite happy that he's managed to shrug that one off. Mike Ansell, quite well known for his contact. Sadly, also quite well known for his injuries, which isn't going to do Mammoths any favours. Oh, sun's gone in a little bit. Temperature's dropped. It's getting a bit chilly here. I'd imagine for the players it's almost refreshing after you've been running around out there playing high-level Quidditch for the best part of 20 minutes now. Quidditch being quite an intense game. Ref coming over to the stand. 24 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Mikey Ansell having to be subbed off. Quaffle still in the hand of Simon Bidwell. Simon Bidwell has two options here. He's got Tash and he's got Luke. Who will he pick? Luke is the closer one, therefore making the pass more reliable. There we go. I thought so. Tash was there just in case Luke misses. It's not unheard of. It's about getting those goals 100% for Werewolves now. And for Mammoths, I think it's more about they just have to try and fire and take the chances. David Goswell on, again, one of the big passing forces in Mammoths. Unfortunately, not that. What am I trying to say? Reasonably prone to injuries. Needs to watch those ankles, needs to watch those knees. Some passing between Waywright and Goswell now going on. Looking to just shuffle the Werewolves offense around. Trying to pick the holes. Waiting for Tristan to do something. Tristan misses Jan, hitting the absolutely nailing the small hoop. Jan then going after Goswell. Tristan now coming back in, leaving Simon Bidwell to run down the middle. Over to Harrison, intercepted by Goswell. Good defense there. Tristan now subbing off for Luke Rose and Ben Poulion in the black headbands for Mammoths. Really hoping they can make an effect on this game, put another few goals in. Absolutely fantastic. Orange is still beat, but they still get blood control. Karina clearing it up. Now it's time to get your legs on. Rob. Oh! Was he hit? Luke Rose making an absolutely fantastic beat there. Hitting Alex Harrison's hand. I think Luke was a bit surprised he made that himself, but good job to him. Alex Harrison being a bit shocked, I think, with that hitting. The Werewolves beaters seemingly toying with the Mammoths chasers and beaters. Pass from Goswell goes over the head of the Mammoths chaser. Across the hard boundary from Twist. From Twist to Bidwell. Seekers now being called. I would imagine Trev will don the yellow headband once again. Looking to keep up his clean sweep of snitch catches so far this season. Not missing one at Southern. Oh, the pass from Bidwell goes over to Piontek. Piontek running it round, centering the ball a little bit more. I imagine we'll pass over to Alex. Well, kind of passes to Alex. Off a deflection of Goswell. Harrison being wrestled. Alex missing the ball. Anjit informing his team to play on. Bidwell now fumbling the ball. I think Anjit just mildly frustrated that some assistant refs were watching the quaffle play and not the beta play. I won't mention any names, just a general PSA. Assistant refs, please watch beta play. Please. Bludge control in the hands of Mammoths. Can they make use of this? Unfortunately not. Now to one bludger on the defense. Alex Harrison with quaffle in hand, being wrapped up by Goswell, looking to pass it off probably to Piontek. Goswell looking to force her out. Absolutely fantastic deflection there. Unfortunately, the deflection is off the hard boundary, leaving Piontek to pass back into Greenhouse. Here we go. Greenhouse by himself. Oh! Well, Trevor will not be happy about that. Seems Sam Wainwright has caught the snitch. Perhaps Mammoths with the thinking that they need to rest up before their next game. And I believe the next game is where it is really crunch time for them. We are fighting for spots at EQC Div 1 and EQC Div 2. And of course, I think everyone would rather be in EQC Div 1. That's where the really, really high level play will be. Everyone gunning for one of those spots. I couldn't comment how many spots there are though.
6 in Div 1.
6 in Div 1 and 2 in Div 2. Mammoths cheering their cold catch. Werewolves cheering their victory. Final score 50-star, 120 to Werewolves. Overall a pretty solid game from Werewolves. Unfortunately nothing particularly challenging for them, but it was good to see some promise in the Mammoths offense. Some nice passing, perhaps needing to get their passing a little bit more clinical. Some good pressure on with their beaters. And best of luck to both teams going on further into the tournament. I've been Chris Thomas in the middle of London somewhere. Thank you very much.